Good morning, guys. We woke up a little bit late today and had breakfast here at the hotel. Now we are planning on driving further north to a fjord called Norðurfjörður, and we'll show you some beautiful things on the way. So we stopped in this small village called Gjögur. No one lives here permanently, but some people live here in the summertime. Beautiful place. Gjögur started as a village in the 1900s because there were shark hunters that came here to of course hunt sharks, and they had somewhere between 15 and 18 boats or ships when they went out to hunt the sharks. Back then shark was very valuable because the streets in Europe were lit up with shark oil, so that was exported to Europe. But here in Gjögur today there is a weather station and also a domestic airport that I will show you later on. They have flights from Reykjavik, so if you want to visit this place, you can fly here from Reykjavik. But look at this view we have here today. Beautiful place. I would love to have a summer house here. So peaceful. Just to add a little bit to that, even though Gjögur was maybe not considered a village until the early 1900s, there were shark hunters here as early as about 1800, according to the sources I have. So people have been hunting shark and fish here for many years. And here is the domestic airport, Gjögurflugvöllur. We are gonna visit Kistuvogur, and as you can see on this sign, it's 500-meter distance, takes about 20 minutes, and 3 men, Þórður Guðbrandsson, Egill Bjarnason and Grímur Jónsson, were sentenced for witchcraft and burned to death in Kistuvogur in September 1654. This marked the beginning of a period of witch hunting in Iceland, where 20 men and 1 woman were burned for witchcraft. Yeah, interesting. So we're gonna take a look. It's a short walk and then we continue. It's actually quite cold today, only 7 degrees Celsius, even though we have mid-July, so it's unusually cold. There are so many cool sculptures on the way as you walk. Wow. And apparently this is where the people were burnt alive, or the men. Not a nice place to be burnt alive. Well, if I think about it, is there any nice place to be burnt alive? I'm not sure. I wonder who makes these sculptures. So well done. Amazing. We just spotted some seals and I'm gonna fly my drone over them and see if I get some beautiful content. Let's see. Arctic terns all around, very aggressive because they have chicks. This one is trying to attack the car. Oh. Yeah, they're trying to attack us. There's the chick. As you can see, Arctic terns are extremely aggressive, especially when they have the chicks, as you saw. They will dive bomb you, but we're not gonna disturb them too much. We're gonna go to Krossneslaug, which is a nice swimming pool. Out in the nowhere. This is Krossneslaug and we're gonna take a bath in the swimming pool, and as you can see they also have a hot tub. The pool is heated up with natural hot springs that can be found here. The entrance fee is 1,000 kroners for adults, which is about $7.50. Very fair price. This swimming pool is so nice. Must be around 40 degrees Celsius, which is very warm for a swimming pool. And we're just relaxing and enjoying, especially the view. And it's a little bit cold outside. And that's why it's even more nice to be in a hot swimming pool. Oh, that was nice. Now on to the next destination. Kaffi Norðurfjörður. So I'm gonna get gratin hashes fish, or as it is called in Icelandic, plokkfiskur. Wow, looks delicious, the fish. We have a brie and a vegetable soup. Carrot soup. Let's try. Tastes very good, the fish. Delicious. Let's try the cheese now. Definitely worth it. Sigga, how's the carrot soup?
It's very good.
Very good. And we also have a brie cheese, like I told you. The bread tastes delicious. Homemade rye bread, I think it's called that in English. And the fish is very good. We were so hungry after the swimming, so a nice meal was very well appreciated. We have a change of plans. We are gonna go and drive to Ófeigsfjörður, which is the farthest you can go or drive north on this side of the West Fjords or North Iceland, and do a hike there to beautiful waterfalls. Let's go. The road here in Ingólfsfjörður is way worse than on the other side in Norðurfjörður. We are driving at about 15 to 20 kilometers per hour speed, which is extremely slow, but that's the only way to get through this road. Otherwise, I will definitely damage the car. Even though this road is difficult to drive, it is very beautiful. Look at this rock formation here. And the road is getting worse and worse. We are driving so slowly now. So we have parked and the sun is out, but I can tell you I will never ever drive this road again unless I have a bigger car. It has been a nightmare to drive this. All these stones and, you know, driving some of the time for, yeah, maybe 5 kilometers per hour speed. But luckily we are here, and now we are positive again because we are starting the hike. And, you know, driving back is a problem we'll face later on. I don't care about that now. Such a beautiful weather. The sun is out and we are alone. There's nobody here, which is fantastic. We have the place for us. Shortly after the bridge, we have this path here that is supposed to lead us to the waterfall we want to see. So we're just gonna follow this path. So I think the waterfall is over there. At least I see some steam coming up. So we're gonna head that direction. It was a spontaneous decision to hike here and go to this fjord. And I'm not very well informed about the area, which I'm not very proud of as a tour guide, but whatever. I'm just enjoying. Here it is. Amazing. Quite a big one. But we're gonna go a little bit higher because I think there's another one. This one is powerful. In the middle of nowhere, imagine. You know, when living in Iceland, the funny thing is there are so many places like this that very few people know about, and there are hidden gems all over the country. So you never get tired of exploring Iceland. So I flew the drone and we found the other waterfall, and it is quite far away, so we're not gonna hike there. But the main reason is we crossed a river before, and the river is quite close to the shoreline, and we had low tide. If we have high tide later on, we will not be able to return. So that is why I'm a little bit worried, and I think it's time to head back. The main problem is with our car that this car we took with us now is too low. So it's terrible driving that road that leads here, and it's also too low to cross the river on the shoreline on high tide. If we would have a proper car, this would have been no problem at all, but sometimes you can't be wise afterwards. It's just how it is. Spontaneous decision, and we really loved it here so far. I think the waterfall we didn't walk to is called Gljúfrabúi waterfall. I think it's that one, I'm not sure, but I will write it in the description of the video once I have internet and can check it. We are back on the bridge, getting back to the car. What I forgot to mention earlier is this place here is the end of the road, basically. So if you walk further north this direction, you will eventually end up in the nature reserve of Strandir. So nobody lives there, and no cars or no roads are there as well. So this is the end of the road. Some good news and some bad news. The bad news, the high tide is now too high and we can't cross the river close to the shoreline. The good news is we found another place to cross the river, which we are gonna try. But we need to be very careful. A lot of big stones on the way. Well, we managed to get over. What a relief. Now we need to drive through the rest of Ófeigsfjörður and then through Ingólfsfjörður until we are back on better gravel road. That will take some time, but the main obstacle is out of the way. And I'm gonna fly the drone and film this waterfall a little bit for you and see if we get some good shots. We are gonna drive back. We actually wanted to hike there at the beginning, but we have had enough for today. The Arctic terns are crazy. That is why I'm holding this above my head, because they will dive bomb you. Ooh, whoa! Wow! I can't film outside because the Arctic terns are so crazy. They attack me immediately when I step outside. But what I wanted to tell you is that in this place, Ingólfsfjörður, like in Djúpavík, the herring was a big factor in the economy in the early 1900s, and then in the 1930s they built this herring factory that you can see here. We are finally back in the hotel after a great day. Really loved this day. We did so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you in the next video.